Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to my review of that light, the new Thrunite T2. And in the background for your viewing pleasure, I've got the ROXON Fantasy Folding Knife and the ROXON Phantom Multi-Tool. You are at the We All Juggle Knives channel, by the way. And here are the stats on the light. So as you can see, max lumens 3,757. That's the turbo mode. And as you can see, it's got 5 brightness levels and 1 special mode, which is the strobe. You can also see all the run times there as well. And the max beam distance 158 meters. Here is a closer look at the light. As you can see, it can tail stand. It's got an orange peel reflector. Comes with that quickly removable pocket clip. It's got some good texture for grip. It's got some indentations there to help dissipate the heat. It has a side switch, and that is the charging port cover. Now about your background here, I've already done an overview of that ROXON Phantom Multi-Tool. I'll have the link in the text description box, you can check that out. And this is kind of a preview of that fantasy folding knife. That was $17, not counting the extra blades you can get for it. That's a fully serrated blade. The review of that is coming very soon. I know, because I've already filmed it, so that's a preview there. The relevant links will be in the text description box. Now this flashlight comes with a number of accessories. You've got a lanyard, you've got a port cover, you've got some spare O-rings. This is the charging cable. It also comes with this nice belt pouch. It's got a loop there, it's got Velcro on the overflap. And this also comes with battery included. It is a 21700 lithium-ion battery. And it's a very high quality and look, very high capacity on this battery as well. So that's a lot of added value that's included. In order to recharge the battery and the light, just plug the charging cable into any USB power source. That's a power bank. And plug the other end into the charging port there. Now when it is charging, that will glow red. I don't know if you can see, but that is red. And when it is fully charged, that will glow blue. Now this has a 2 amp charging current, so it will recharge fairly rapidly. Operation of the light. To turn it on, press the side switch. To turn it off, press the side switch. Once it is on, if you press and hold, it will cycle through low, medium, and high brightness levels. Let's do that now. Alright, double tap brings turbo. Wow. Triple tap brings strobe. Alright, warning, we're going to do some flashing lights. Triple tap. As a strobe. Now, when it is off, if you press and hold, it will shortcut to a very low mode. That is the firefly mode. Now, from there, if you keep pressing and holding until it turns off, that is how to lock the flashlight. So now this is locked. To unlock it, again, just press and hold until you get firefly again. And now it is unlocked. Now this has a memory function, so it will come back in whatever brightness level you turned it off in, except for firefly or turbo. Alright YouTube, at this time I'm going to roll in the outside testing and demonstration footage, and after that we'll come back for final thoughts and conclusions about this Thrunite T2. Okay YouTube, we're out here on the testing board with this new Thrunite. This is the low mode. Let's cycle through the brightness levels. Alright, that's the high mode. Let's go turbo. Wow. That is the turbo. Alright, warning, we're going to strobe. Nice, disorienting strobe. Alright, let's do firefly. Alright, that's the firefly mode. Can't see it much on the board. That's a firefly mode. Alright, and again, that is the lit side switch. Let's do turbo once again. Wow. Pretty bright, definitely. Alright YouTube, we are literally on the road with this Thrunite. This is an old country road. No lights and no houses. Let's go turbo. Wow, there's the sun. What can we see? Well, you can just light up the whole scene. Nice. Yeah, definitely if you broke down by the side of the road, I mean, you'd be good. Just a bunch of trees. Wow, this really lights up the whole scene. I mean, that flood effect, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, definitely. So what's over here? It's just a hill, and Frog Creek is over that way. Here's a top view of the beam shot from this Thrunite. Wow, very floody. There it is. Wow, yeah, lighting up that road. So there you go. Alright YouTube, I'm standing on the bank of Frog Creek. Let's go turbo. Wow. I mean, it just lights up everything. Yeah, I mean, it's just huge flood effect. I mean, you can just see everything. I don't have to point this. I don't have to point it at anything. It just lights up the entire scene. Up into the treetops. Yeah, I'm really liking this light. I mean, it just lights up the whole scene. So here is that Thrunite at Frog Creek. Alright YouTube, here we are at the sports field with this new Thrunite. Here's one goal. We're going to see if it can cross the field and light up the other goal. Now this is more of a floody light, but it is very bright. So let's see. And there's also a little bit of debris in the air. But we'll try this out. Let's go full turbo. Wow, okay. Alright, let me point it there. Yeah, it's more of a floody light. Okay, YouTube, I'm standing in the center of the field, basically halfway between each of the two goals. Let's see if it can cross half the field. Let's go turbo. Alright, there you go. Alright, so this is half the distance of the sports field. And you can clearly see the goal over there. And let's see if we can... And there's the other goal. Alright, so it's pretty good at crossing half the field. And we are back. I hope you enjoyed that, YouTube. So what are my final thoughts and conclusions on this Thrunite T2? Well, this is like the floodlight of all floodlights for something that's so compact, you know, taking a single battery. Yeah, I mean, if you need to light up a whole scene, like perfect for backyard security, you don't even have to point it at anything. Basically, anything in front of you, you're going to see. All right, so a huge flood effect. That is awesome. Another good part about this light, that battery, you know, that 21700 type of battery, it has as much capacity as the old 26650s, but it's definitely like shorter in diameter, right? So it's more compact. It has way more battery capacity than an 18650 would, right? And the light itself, there's 18650 lights that are actually bulkier than this. So basically for no increase in bulk over an 18650 light, you're actually getting a huge increase in endurance, in run times. So that battery capacity, that's why they made, all the companies now are making lights to fit a 21700 because of the inherent advantages in that size of lithium-ion battery. Another thing is just the brightness on this. I mean, over 3700 lumens in turbo mode. That is super bright. I mean, you wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that. If you are a wrongdoer, you're going to rethink your ways when you know, the sun is pointing at you. All right, so in conclusion, the good points would be the compactness, the battery capacity, the quick and easy recharging, just the sheer brightness, and the flood effect, right? Now, are there any drawbacks? Well, potentially. You know, it's a flooder, it's not a thrower. So if you're trying to engage targets at 200 meters, you know, you want a different type of light. You want a thrower, all right? But very few of us are probably doing that, right? So you got to know the difference between the flood and the throw. And if you want the flood, there it is. The other drawback would just be the heat. I mean, this thing is so bright from one battery. You know it's going to get hot in turbo mode. Me personally, I don't like to run the turbo mode for more than like 10 seconds. You know, no more than 30 seconds. That's my cutoff. You know, they say you can run it more. It'll step down eventually, but I don't like to push it. So I would watch the heat on this thing, and that's just going to be true of all lights that are this bright. But overall, I really like the light. Just to have that much super bright flood just in such a small package, you know, right, easily fits in your pocket, and then boom, it just like lights up everything in front of you. And the fact that the battery capacity is so huge for such a compact package, those are the winning features of this light for sure. Alright, in the text description box I will include the links if you want to pick one of these up, or maybe one of the other Thrunites. Maybe you want one of their throwers. I've reviewed many thrower Thrunites as well. And I'll also include the ROXON item links and, you know, whatever I think of to include. Please try to use those links. They do help the channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.